I honestly wonder how some parliamentarians reason, simply because it doesn't require someone to be a rocket scientist for they to understand that if you can't change a country in 5 years, there is nothing you're going to do even if you are given 7 years. And I honestly wonder how Samson Cherargei and his cabal of leaders carry Kenyans for. Because if they, to whom fought tooth and nail to win the election, couldn't allow the former DP Rigathi Gachagua to finish his 5-year tenure so that they can kick him out, why would Samson Cherargei want Kenyans to tolerate them so that they can have term extension right from 5 years to 7 years? And imagine all this comes at a time when the Kenya Kwanza government has been showing a lot of discontention to Kenyans. Why will they not allow the former DP Rigathi Gachagua to end his 5-year tenure? Why are they now wanting Kenyans to tolerate them for another 7-year term? How I wish that Kenyans across the political divide should just come out in large numbers so that they can reject this term extension in totality, because these politicians are very greedy and they go to an extent of seeing Kenyans as fools. Imagine, they are very good at copying each and everything that the American Constitution contemplates. But mind you, when it comes to reducing the term limits from 5 to 4 like America's, that is exactly where they draw a very big line. Why all this? So imagine, instead of they reducing right from 5 years to 4 years, they are again planning an orchestration of extending the term limits from 5 years to 7 years. Oh my God, we Kenyans are completely fucked up. We all know, as a matter of fact, that when Samson Cherargei speaks, that is tantamount to President William Samoei Ruto speaking. When Oscar Sudi speaks, that is tantamount to President William Samoei Ruto speaking. Now, immediately after Samson Cherargei tabling a motion to seek the extension of the term limits from 5 years to 7 years for all the electorates, right from the MCAs to the president, yesterday President William Samoei Ruto came out publicly to castigate, stating that any motive of changing the constitution purposely for parochial and selfish interests, it is going to be an exercise in futility. Little did he know that a vast majority of Kenyans are currently informed and fully aware of how the political theatrics has been operating. He may come out to castigate, but in real sense, he is the one to whom uses his spanner boys to test the waters, because President William Samoei Ruto is very good at creating a problem, then coming out publicly to try and seem to be the one with the solution of the problem. And of course, I really thank God that Kenyans across the two political divides never bought to his political gimmicks, simply because President William Samoei Ruto is very good at sarcasm. He's very good at creating a problem, then he clearly comes publicly to try and pretend to be the solution. Remember, this is exactly the same script that he used to win votes towards the last general election. If I can draw you some flashback, do you remember that President William Samoei Ruto, when he was being interviewed by Joya Gayo of NTV, he did state that under his watch, his deputy shall never be threatened, shall never be abused, shall never be mistreated. But guess what? As of the time of this broadcast, he has been the one leading from the front in orchestrating an impeachment motion against his own deputy, to an extent that as of the time of this broadcast, his deputy's title has changed from being a deputy president to a former deputy president. So I really thank God that Kenyans are not going to fall for his games. And as it stands currently, the former DP is currently seeking justice in the chambers of the court. How I wish that Kenyans across the political divide should just come out and reject any term extension in its totality, failure to which the greedy members of parliament are going to rape our constitution the way they want. So any Kenyan should just vehemently come out and reject any term extension as far as the bill tabled in parliament is concerned. But from where I sit, that has just been my opinion. If you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well feel free to drop them in the comment section, and I'll give them a right of reply. Thank you, and may God bless you.